What are the 7 books every entrepreneur must read to succeed? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back. I am Paul. Now, if it's your first time here, this channel is all about success mindset, and sales training videos. So if you want to succeed in life and business, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel below, but also hit that little bell icon. That way you won't miss anything. So today I'm going to talk about 7 books that are must reads for entrepreneurs, but also in general for people that want to succeed in life. By the way, make sure you stick around until the end of this video, because I will be announcing a special prize for those of you that have noticed something. These books are by all means not the only books you need to read. We have to keep learning. But if you've read any books you feel should be added to this list, then please leave a comment below. I'd love to check them out. So here is my list of 7 books every entrepreneur must read to succeed. Now, the first book I'm going to recommend you guys to read is How to Fail at Almost Everything and Still Win Big by Scott Adams. Scott Adams was the cartoonist behind Gilbert, which was in newspapers. Now, if you read this book, you will realize that he kept failing in business, but also overcame a terrible sickness where doctors told him there was no cure, and still went to the top and became successful. It's a very easy read, it's humorous and fun, and I actually read this while I was fighting cancer in hospital and getting a bone marrow transplant. And believe me, it's good stuff, it's great stuff, and you should read this book. Now, the second book on my list, I actually wrote myself. It's called Success IAO, Improvise, Adapt, and Overcome. And I actually wrote this book while I was fighting cancer in and out of hospitals. It's all about achieving success under harsh conditions and features how to make money even with zero capital. And 1/3 of the profits of this book will go to help people fight cancer. By the way, I'm going to leave a link to all of these books I am mentioning in the description below. Now, the third book on this list is called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And this book is phenomenal. It teaches you how to think big and explains how thinking positively works. It works for you to succeed. And entrepreneurs need this. They need to think big and they need to go big. So make sure you get this book. Now, the fourth book I'm going to mention is called The Definitive Book of Body Language. It's by Allan and Barbara Pease. Now, the reason I'm recommending this book is you need to be able to read people, but also be able to read yourself. Believe me, it makes a big difference. You need to learn self-psychology in order to expand. And it's good to know what other people are thinking so you can read their body language when they're lying to you, when they're telling the truth, when they're, skeptical. Anything. This is a must-read book for entrepreneurs, and I very much suggest you get it. It also happens to be one of my favorite books. Now, the third book I'm going to recommend is actually 2 books, and they're part of a series. It's called The Closers 1 and 2 by Ben Gay III. And the reason I'm recommending these books is every entrepreneur needs to know how to sell, whether it's themselves, their product, or their idea. You need to be able to convey your message, negotiate, and persuade people. And these 2 books are great for that. They will teach you everything you need to know and more. Also, on a side note, I am actually writing The Closers number 3 with Ben Gay III. That will be out this year in 2017, so stay tuned for that. Now, the next book I'm going to recommend for you guys to read as an entrepreneur is called The 48 Rules of Power by Robert Greene. Now, the reason you want to read this book, it's harsh and aggressive. And the reason you need to read it is not only for you to be harsh and aggressive when you have to, but also to defend yourself and your business from people that are going to be harsh and aggressive to you. It's going to happen. It's business. So make sure you read this book. Now, the final book I'm going to recommend is probably going to cause a stir up in the comment section below and some fighting between you guys, but I have to recommend this. So check this out. I'm going to recommend Why We Want You to Be Rich by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. Now bear with me. Understand this. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America. So what he does will affect you and the world. Knowing how he thinks in business will give you an advantage and maybe see where he's going with things and benefit as a businessman or entrepreneur. Also, Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is an amazing book, a famous book for finance and learning how to think, and teaches you how you should think as an entrepreneur. So I have to suggest this book. Now, there are many other books you should read and notable mentions, but tell me in the comments below which books you have read and which books you actually recommend for people to read as entrepreneurs. Okay, competition time. Now, while I was filming this video, something changed. Something either appeared or disappeared. What was that something? Go ahead and comment down below. The first 10 people that get this right will win a free ebook of my book, Success IAO. And I will also leave a link in the description below, a sample link of that book for you guys to check out. So go ahead and comment down below and I will announce the winners in my next video. Thank you for watching another video. My name is Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding.